Welcome back to Blazing Football. We are going to do the game week predictions for the game week 38. So let's start with the first game, which is Chelsea versus Wolves. Let me start with Adithya.
Yeah, I think Wolves are a very good team, and I don't really trust Chelsea's defensive capability because they have been little shaky, I feel, and I think Lampard has to change the formation. He can't start with the same formation that he did against Liverpool, and I'm going to go for a draw. I still feel it's going to be a draw. Uh, I think it'll be a 2-2 draw between Chelsea and Wolves.
Okay, let's go to the Chelsea fan. Shitsaran.
Yeah, I think this will be a very tough game. I think I have to go GGMU this game. But still, since this is our game, I'm going to go 3-2 for Chelsea.
Ashwath.
I think I'll go for a Chelsea win, and the score I think will be 2-1. Yeah.
I'm going for a Wolves win. I'm going for a 2-1 win. I think Adama Traore is going to expose Chelsea's defense. So I'm going for a 2-1 win to Wolves. Krishna.
With the way Chelsea's defense has performed, I feel that Wolves will win this game. I'll go with a scoreline of 3-2 to Wolves.
Rahul.
Yeah, first of all, two reasons. One, Chelsea, I don't know, they might concede so many goals. Number two, I don't want Chelsea to qualify for the Champions League. So, based on that, I think I'll go with a 2-1 win to Wolves.
Okay, the next game, interesting game, Leicester City versus Manchester United. Let's start with the Manchester United fan. Krishna.
Have to be very hopeful, and I'm pretty sure that they'll come out all guns blazing after what a debacle of performance we had in the last two games. So I would go in with a United victory with a scoreline of 4-0.
Okay, Aditya.
I think it's a very huge game for Manchester United. Yeah, like he says, they are going to, come out all guns blazing. But then I still feel that it'll be a draw and they will qualify. I don't think it'll be a win for United. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw and it'll be a close affair and United will win. I mean, United will qualify. Sorry.
Even I think it's going to be a very close match. Even though I want Manchester United to lose this game, but I feel it's going to be a draw ultimately. So I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Okay, next Ashwath.
It's a huge game for both Leicester and United, and I want Leicester to qualify. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Leicester once again. Yeah.
Shiva?
Yeah, GGMU. Manchester United should win for sure, because even if we bottle against Wolves, I think Manchester United should come and save us. So 4-0 United.
Rahul?
Yeah, even I want Leicester to win, but looking upon how the teams are playing right now, I think United has an edge over Leicester because Soyuncu is also not playing, I guess. So he's one of the main defenders and main players in the Leicester team. So it will be comparatively an advantage for United. So I'm going with a 2-1 victory to Man United.
Okay, the next game is Southampton versus Sheffield United. Let me start with Ashwath.
I think more than Leicester United, this game is going to be better than that. So, it's going to be interesting. I think Dan Ings has scored 21 goals, and if he scores in this game, he can get the golden boot. So, I think this is a tough game. So, I mean, I'll go with a Sheffield win for this game. So, 3-2 for Sheffield.
Okay, Rahul.
I think it will be a draw because I think Danny Ings can score against the defense, and moreover, they might concede also. So I'm going with a 1-1 draw.
I'm going for a 2-1 victory to Southampton. I feel they are in a very good form right now with Danny Ings is continuously scoring in every game. So I feel they might have an edge over since it's there. Even though they don't have a good home record, I think they'll pull off this win. So I'm going for a 2-1 win. Next, Adithya.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really tough game and an interesting game, but I think it'll be a victory for Sheffield. I think they would want to end the season with a victory, and I'm going to go for a narrow 1-0 victory to Sheffield.
Okay, Krishna.
Even I would go for a victory to Sheffield. They are playing very well, and yeah, defensive woes are still there for Southampton. So I would probably go in with a scoreline of 3-1 to Sheffield.
Shiva.
Yeah, both of the teams are very organized in every position, and Sheffield they played very well, as I know very well. So I'm going for
You would know
Sheffield
better.
win. Yeah, believe me. So 2-0 Sheffield United.
Okay, the next game is Newcastle versus Liverpool. Let me start with the Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I think again the teams will. I think Liverpool team will be hungover after what had happened after their celebration, and I don't think the strongest 11 will start in the last game. There are going to be few changes, so I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
Rahul.
Yeah, I think it's a very good opportunity for Liverpool to start their youngsters uh, since they have won the league, and I think they might create an impact. And I'm going for a Liverpool win with a scoreline of 2-1.
Even though both teams doesn't have anything to play for in this game, but still I'm going for a Liverpool win. Even though if they play their youngsters, I think they have more quality than the Newcastle. So I'm going for a 2-1 win to Liverpool. Next, Shiv.
Liverpool, have played very well the entire season, obviously. So I think it will be a 4-1 win for Liverpool, even if they play their youngsters.
Okay, Krishna.
I personally feel that this game would be a goal fest. Both the teams, lack defensively if they decide to start with the youngsters. So it going with a scoreline of 4-3 to Liverpool.
Ashwath.
I mean, as you said, I mean, both the teams have nothing to play for. So even though they start their youngsters, I think Liverpool, I mean, it's going to be easy for them. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 win for Liverpool.
Okay, the next game is a very important game for the relegation battle, which is West Ham versus Aston Villa. So I'll start with Krishna.
I really, really hope that Aston Villa loses this particular game. Uh, you know, See, there is a reason, and that reason I would, probably elaborate once the transfer window is done. But as of now, so for that to be successful, I definitely want
Grealish isn't
Aston
joining.
Villa to. I would definitely want Aston Villa to, get relegated. So I will go in with a David Moyes masterclass, and yeah, a scoreline of 2-1 to Aston Villa. See, to West Ham United.
Even I'm going for a West Ham win in this game, but you don't need any masterclass to beat Aston Villa and all. But still, I think West Ham are in a very good form right now. So I think definitely they're going to win this game. I'm going for a 2-0 victory to West Ham. Okay, Rahul?
Yeah, I think both the teams played well in their last respective games. West Ham played really well against a strong Manchester United side, and Aston Villa, of course, we all know, played really well against Arsenal. So I think it will be a draw. So I'll go with a 1-1 draw.
Ashwath?
So I feel Aston Villa totally deserves to be in the league, so I don't want them to be relegated. So at least for Grealish. So I think it's going to be a draw, and I think it's going to be 1-1.
Okay. Okay, Adithya?
I am pretty sure that the match is going to be a draw because the thing is, Aston Villa are a really good side. I mean, they are. I don't think it's a side which I personally felt would fight for, have a relegation battle because they are very organized. So I think it'll be a 1-1 draw, a close game, but it'll be a 1-1 draw, and Aston Villa will survive.
Shiva?
Yeah, I think West Ham is going to win this match. I don't think Aston Villa is surviving in the Premier League. I'm going for a 2-1 victory to West Ham.
Okay, we move on to the next game, which is Burnley versus Brighton. I think Burnley are going to win this game. I'm going for a close game, which where Burnley are going to win 2-1. I feel Burnley are very good defensively. So yeah, I think they're going to win this game. So next, Aditya.
I think it's going to be a victory for Brighton, and Brighton are a really good side. They play from the back, and I think they are capable of getting 3 points, and they will get a victory tomorrow. I mean, day after. It'll be a 2-1 victory to Brighton.
Shiva?
Yeah, I personally feel that Burnley is a better side because of the defense and goalkeeping. So I'm going for a Burnley victory, 3-1 for Burnley.
Rahul?
Yeah, both the sides are very, very organized in my opinion. But I think Burnley has a slight edge over Brighton in terms of how they defend and in terms of how their goalkeeper is playing right now. So I'm going with a close 1-0 win to Burnley.
Ashwath?
I mean, both the sides have good defense, and like they have the tallest defenders in the league. So I mean, they are strong and physical. I think this game is going to be a boring one, and I think it's going to be a draw. I think the score will be 1-1.
Okay, we move on to the next game, which is Arsenal versus Watford. Let me start with Rahul.
Yeah, I think it's very, very important for Arsenal to end on a positive note. They are also facing Chelsea in a cup final, so it's very, very important to be prepared. And a win will further motivate them, in my opinion. So I think it will be an Arsenal win, and I'm going to go with a scoreline of 2-0.
Even I'm going for a 2-0 victory to Arsenal in this game because even though we are not having anything to play for in this game, but still there is a report where it says if we finish in 8th position, we get extra like 5 million. So, which is very important for Arsenal in terms of transfers and the revenue. So, I feel they'll go all guns blazing. So, I'm going for a 2-0 victory to Arsenal. Aditya?
I think it'll be a victory for Arsenal. They would, like Rahul said, they would want to finish this year, a Premier League season by winning. And Watford are going to get relegated. I really don't think they're going to survive. I I don't even have a doubt as to the match is going to be a draw because I think Watford have been poor this season and Arsenal will get the victory. It'll be a 2-0 victory to Arsenal.
Ashwath?
I feel it's a pretty easy game for Arsenal, and I mean Watford doesn't have the quality to be in Premier League. I mean, it's very clear from this season. So I think it's an easy game for Arsenal, and I'm gonna go with a scoreline of 2-0 to Arsenal.
Okay, Krishna? You're on mute.
Watford has everything online. It is a matter of survival for them. So I personally feel that they would give their everything to stay up in the Premier League. So I'd probably go in with a scoreline of 3-0 to Watford.
3-0 to
Because
Watford.
only if they win 3-0, there is a possibility that they can stay in the league. So I would go in with a 3-0 scoreline to Arsenal.
Okay. Shiva?
I think Arsenal will look to bounce back and Arteta will get his tactics right. So I'm going for a 4-1 victory to Arsenal.
Okay. We move on to the next game, which is Manchester City versus Norwich. So I'll start with the Man City fan, Ashwath.
I mean, so there is obviously nothing to play for in this game, but there is one thing to play for. The man KDB has to get his, he has to break the assist record. So that's the only thing we are hoping for from this game. So, and it's going to be an easy game, and I feel it's going to be a 4-0 win to Man City.
It's a very easy game for Man City. I'm going for a final win. Definitely, I think De Bruyne is going to break that record. With the amount of chances he's going to create in this game, it's going to be very open for Man City. So yeah, I'm going for a final victory to Man City. Adithya?
I think it'll be an easy game for Manchester City. Though Norwich have nothing to play for, they are already relegated. But again, even City doesn't really have anything to play for because second position is their position this year behind Liverpool. So I think it'll be a victory for Manchester City, a 4-0 win.
Shiva?
Yeah, I think Man City have been in a pretty decent form. I think they wouldn't like Norwich to do a league double against them. So I think Man City is going all out this season and 4-0 Man City.
Krishna?
See, Man City has the habit of, hitting teams that are already getting beaten from all other sides. So, yeah, knowing Pep, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna rest De Bruyne for this game because you definitely know what happened last season. Foden just needed one start for getting a Premier League medal, but Pep being Pep didn't start him in the last game, even though their title was already theirs. So yeah, so knowing Pep, I'm pretty sure that De Bruyne is not going to break this record, but Man City is going to sail through this game. I'd go in with a scoreline of 8-0 to Man City. This also comes after their two main players got red carded last game. One is Eric Bondea and the other one I'm not pretty sure about his name, but he was a main defender for this for Norwich. So I personally feel that City are gonna trash.
Okay, Rahul?
See, with respect to what Krishna told, the main reason Pep wouldn't have started Phil Foden last season is that before the game, Manchester City weren't assured of winning the Premier League. They only won the league after the last game of the season because I think they got 98 points and Liverpool got 97 points. So only a win would, make them the Premier League champions. So that's why probably Phil Foden wouldn't have started. But with respect to this game, Kevin De Bruyne will start 100%, mainly because of two reasons. One is, of course, he wants to break the assist record, and two, Manchester City would like to get a revenge over Norwich City because during the start of the season they bet them 3-2. So, with respect to all these reasons, I think I'll go with the 4-0 win to Manchester City.
Okay, we move on to the next game, which is Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. Let me start with Krishna.
Tottenham, they are this surprising package. One day they can, trash teams, and the other day they can get trashed. And that is how the season has been for them. So since they had a very good game last season, I mean they had a very good game last game. So I would probably go on with a Crystal Palace victory for this particular game. And with this, I also feel that Sheffield can get the seventh spot, and if Arsenal fails to win the FA Cup, then there is a possibility that Sheffield might go into Europe next season. So with all these things in mind, I personally feel that Crystal Palace would win this game 2-1.
I'm going for a Tottenham win in this game because even if Tottenham get the seventh position, they'll go for the sixth position because seventh position is not confirmed Europa right now. And with respect to what Krishna said, Sheffield United can't come to seventh position because Tottenham are already in 58 points. Uh,
My bad.
yeah, they'll get only 57. So Tottenham is in confirm it's seventh or sixth. So they will fight for the sixth position and hope Wolves lose against Chelsea. So I'm going for a 2-0 victory to Tottenham. Adithya?
I think it'll be a victory for Tottenham because Tottenham would want to get the European spot finalized. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to just play the domestic tournaments. They would want to play the European games as well. Only then Mourinho will get players. So I think it'll be a victory for Tottenham, and it's going to be a 3-1 victory for Tottenham.
Okay, Shiva?
Yeah, I think Tottenham have been in a pretty okay form now, and since it's going to be, a battle between old managers, it's going to be a fun game. But I'm going with Tottenham winning 3-1.
Rahul?
Yeah, I think Tottenham will obviously go for a win because they have to, finish in the European League places. So I think it will be a 2-0 victory for Tottenham.
Ashwath?
So playing at Sellers Park doesn't matter anymore because there are no fans, so that's not going to be a factor for Spurs. And I think Spurs will definitely win this game by a score of 3-1.
Okay, we move on to the last game, which is Everton versus Bournemouth. I'll start with Rahul.
Yeah, I think Everton will also be looking to end on a positive note. They have a very good side. They are very, very organized. So it will be a win for them. And I'm going with a scoreline of 3-1 to Everton.
Krishna?
See, if there is one team that doesn't deserve to be in the bottom three, I really feel it must be Bournemouth, and especially for the efforts the manager Eddie Howe has put into the team. I really don't want them, get relegated from this league. So I strongly feel that Bournemouth will give their everything for this game and will probably win this game with a scoreline of 2-0.
Adithya?
I think I completely disagree with Krishna. because the Bournemouth have been very poor this year, and I don't really think they should be playing in the Premier League because they have wasted a lot of money in signing players like Jordan Ibe and Dominic Solanke from Liverpool, which was very good for Liverpool, but then it was very poor by Bournemouth of spending so much money on these players. And I think it was against Leicester that Solanke got his first Bournemouth goal. Can you believe that's the 36th game of the 35th match day? That's when he got a goal. So I don't really think Bournemouth deserve to be in the Premier League, and they have been poor. And I think it's going to be a win for Everton, a 3-1 win.
Okay, Shiva.
I personally actually like Bournemouth. They've played pretty well, and I think this season they also beat Chelsea 1-0. Once, I guess, I don't remember exactly, but yeah. I think Bournemouth should try and stay. So I'm going for a Bournemouth victory, 2-1.
I'm going for an Everton win. Even though it's an important game for Bournemouth, I think Everton are going to edge this game. So I'm going for a 3-1 win to Everton. Ashwath?
It's going to be an easy game for Everton, and Ancelotti would like to win this game and end this season with a win. So I think the score will be 2-1 to Everton.
Okay, now let's get right into the top four predictions. You just have to name the third position and the fourth position team. Okay? I'll start with Rahul.
I think with respect to current form, I probably don't wish that would happen, but eventually I think it will be Chelsea and Man United.
Ashwath?
So I would definitely hope for a top three, third and fourth spot of Leicester and Chelsea. But I don't think that will happen. Realistically speaking, I don't think Leicester will. Be in the top four. So I think it's going to be United and Chelsea.
Krishna?
No brainer there. United and Chelsea for the top third and fourth.
Adithya?
And to add with, I did predict that Wolves would win against Chelsea, but still, I also predicted that we would win against Leicester, which means that both United and Chelsea are going to qualify.
Okay, Adithya?
As much as I want Leicester and Chelsea to qualify, but I think Manchester United will qualify. Leicester have dropped unnecessary points since the restart. Their draw against Brighton, they lost against Bournemouth. So I don't think Leicester will qualify. It'll be a draw, and Manchester United will qualify. So it's going to be a third position United and fourth Chelsea.
Third United and fourth?
Chelsea.
Okay. Even as much as I want Manchester United not to be in the top four, but with respect to the injuries and the suspensions Leicester City have, I think it's going to be really difficult in that game against Manchester United. So yeah, I'm going
Even
for
when it
Manchester.
was other way around, we won the game.
Okay, I'm going for Man United and Chelsea for third and fourth. Shiva?
Yeah, I made it very clear. GGMU, United for sure in the third place, and if Chelsea gets the fourth place, it's well and good. Third United, fourth Chelsea.
Okay, now let's go to the relegation prediction. So let me start with Ashwath.
Norwich is already relegated, so that doesn't matter. I think it's going to be Bournemouth and Watford.
Krishna?
Aston Villa and Watford.
Of course.
Rahul?
Watford and Bournemouth.
Aditya?
I've said it before. It's going to be Watford and Bournemouth for sure.
Even I think it's going to be Watford and Bournemouth. So, Shiva?
Yeah, I think I go with Watford and Aston Villa.
Okay, guys, that's all for the game week 38 predictions and the top four and relegation predictions. So, thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.